Welcome everyone to our daily Forex market analysis call for preparation for May 30th, 2017. And just a quick disclaimer before we get started. This is for educational purposes only. And if you need any specific investment advice, please talk to your investment advisor. Okay, so let's start off by taking a look at our Forex factory here. So biggest thing today was President Draghi speaking. So there is something interesting going on with the Eurozone right now. Greece is back into their debt crisis stuff. So that's something to be monitored. So we'll have to see how that situation goes for Greece if they have problems with their debt problems come back up again. That could be negative for the euro, so we'll need to monitor that. And another thing is market was looking for ECB Draghi to kind of let the market know which direction ECB is heading in terms of whether they're going to reduce their asset purchases or not. And it seems like the commentary coming out of Draghi's speeches is not quite as aggressive as what some of the other folks had suggested or some of the other speakers or ECB speakers had suggested. So he still thinks that there is no need to remove the liquidity from the market or the asset purchase program from the market or reduce it. So that's something, if they do take away the asset purchase program, that will be positive for the euro. But for now, with ECB keeping that, it will be negative for euro. So we kind of need to monitor what goes on there. In terms of Tuesday here, we don't have a ton of red data, critical data. In the Eurozone, we have preliminary CPI numbers from Germany and France here, Spanish flash CPI numbers. And going into our New York session, the most important numbers here will be the consumer confidence number. And then in the Asian session is the financial stability report for New Zealand. So those two will be the critical pieces of data, but there is other news coming out here as well. So these are cursory numbers and it could be important, but they're not red news, they're not major news. But there is a ton of data coming up. And in their PMI numbers coming out on Thursday, I believe. So those will be important here as well. But for now, these are the two data points that are important. The manufacturing PMI numbers for China will be important for New Zealand and Australia, so do keep that in mind. The PMI numbers are leading indicators. So if the numbers come out negative, that means the manufacturers are not expecting the economy to pick up, which gives us a leading indication that GDP or retail sales will not be that positive. So market generally will react to these numbers. Let's move on to the charts here. We did see a drop in euro based on both the Greece and what ECB Draghi said, and it was light trading day today though with Memorial Day weekend in the US. So based on the daily close here, we do see that the price has been kind of making lower highs here, and we have been seeing this down move. So based on the way things closed today, although it was small, we do see that the momentum is to the downside, so we're expecting a further move to the downside. In terms of our target here, this is the first target, so 1100 will be the first target. So we're not that far from here, but let's say in London, if the price does go up, we are looking for the test of this level back up again, the 1160 or 70 level there, and then we're looking for a move to the downside. So that's the type of move we are looking for, a pullback into 1170 area, and then a move to the downside into 1100. But the price may have trouble breaking below 1180. So 1180 is the final target, but the first I think the hurdle that price will have is the 1100 number. So that's the number we need to watch. And if you take a look at our 1 hour chart, that's the level there, 111.66 or 70 level. So we could see price push back into that level and then drop. So it looks like price has dropped right into the beginning of the Asian session here. It's already dropped a fair bit, but we could see a push back up and then another drop here. So if price pulls up in the London session, and then we may see a test of this level and then drop. It is also the pivot point level, so that would be important. So looking at the 4 hour level, so from 4 hour chart here as well, is this is the same level. It's a very important level, so pull back into this could provide us a good selling opportunity. So 1080 is the final target, but I think 1100, this one right here, that looks very good as well, and price could have trouble breaking through that level, but we'll put this 1080 as our final target here for tomorrow for the euro. Pound here, pound had a bit of a move to the outside, to the upside here, but it's a very, very small move at this point. Based on this move to the downside, we're looking for a further move down. So in terms of the pound, what we are seeing currently, we have had two things that are actually having negative impact on the British pound. One is the attack in Manchester. So that is a problem, or that has shaken up the markets, has had a negative impact on the markets. Another thing is also Prime Minister Theresa May's campaign is not doing as good. So the polls that are coming out, the opinion polls coming out, are not coming out as positive. We're not seeing as much of support for her as they had expected going in. So that is causing a bit of a drop in the British pound. At this point, we are looking for it to come into this bottom of the range here, which is the bottom of this candle. It could go lower up into this level. So this support and resistance level is very important. So the target to the downside would be 127.50. At this level, we could see strong support come in, but we want to watch this level because we are looking for a bit of a bullish pattern. If that sets up, then we could see a bit of a move to the upside. For now, though, we're looking for a drop into this 127.50 level. In terms of the pullback, we could see a pullback. So price is already dropping, but if it were to pull back in the London session, our pullback could come into that level, which it has already pulled back into. See, that's a really good pullback level, 128.50 area, this one right here. So it's already pulled back into that, but if it does another pullback in the London session, again, a very good level for a pullback, and we would be looking for, so if there's a double top here, that would be a good position or a good place to sell. For now, we are looking for a move down into 127.50 area here. And because this is such a strong level, we could see buyers step in at that point. Dollar CAD here. Dollar CAD is range bound at the moment. We are seeing back and forth price move. So this is the range for the last few days. And this is the range that we are looking to trade 134. So 135.00 will be the range to the upside. So that will be the level we would need to watch. If it breaks above this level, then we would be looking for a move to the next support and resistance level, which is 135.50. Or we can just set this one right there. So 135.80. So we could even take out the middle one right there. So we're looking for a test of 135.00. So the type of move we could see here is something like this. So if it holds, if it breaks through and holds above, we are likely to see this type of a move. So the first one would be 135.40. And second target would be 135.80 to the upside. But the important level to watch would be 135.00, because if it doesn't hold above this, it could just come up here, do a test, and then pull back into the range. So this is the range that we are expecting the price to stay in. But if it does break through, then we are looking for a back test from the other side of the level, and a further move to the upside. So 135.00 level would be the important one to watch. And looking in here, so this is the 135.00 level. Again, important support and resistance level going all the way back into March there. So good level to watch. And from 1 hour perspective, this is where we are looking. If it breaks, holds above one, then this here, 35.50 is the first target, 35.80 the second target to the upside. But for now, it is range bound. Aussie here. Aussie has had a very small move, very neutral here. So this one we need to watch. So if the PMI numbers out of China come out negative, we are looking for a move to the downside. The first target here would be 0.7380, this level here. But again, we need to see a break here. For the last 2 days, it hasn't broken below 74.20 level. So we do need to see a break and then a back test and a drop. So this is, so we're looking for a break, a pullback, and a drop. The target level here is 73.80. And if it goes below that, then we are looking for the second target would be 73.30 target, this one here, 0.7330. But the first one will be this. Important thing is for a break of 0.7420. Going to the lower time frame here, as we can see, it has kind of held here for a while. So if it goes into if it goes up into 75.20 level, we're looking for a short at that point. But since it's sitting low here, we could see price drop through here, and then so we could see price drop through here, a pullback, and another drop to the downside. So this is the 74.20 level is an important one to watch out. And this is where we are. Very small move here today because of the holiday thin trading. And right now, so we'll be looking for a test of this 74.20 level, looking for it to drop into this level. And this is where that important decision will come in as to where this wants to go. New Zealand dollar here, big rejection. This looks bearish at this moment. So we did go up to test this 7100 level, and now we're looking for a drop. But before this drops, we could see another test higher. So about that level, so 70 level, we could see price go up and then drop from there. So I would be open to that. But overall, though, the rejection certainly looks bearish. So we could see one of these moves. So right now, though, that's a big rejection up top. We do have a pin bar, even though the body is green here. That's a big rejection, and we'd be looking for a move to the downside. Now, the PMI numbers coming out of China will certainly be important here. If they come out negative, we could see that move to the downside. So this is our 4-hour chart. Price has gone to test the previous high here, has rejected since then, and now we are looking for price to move back lower. Here's our 1 hour. As we can see, that's where the price is. So test would be into this 70 level, or even into the R1 level here at 70.80. But basically, we're looking for a pullback and then drop into this 69.80 level right there. Pound yen, big drop on Friday, and similar type of move to pound dollar here. With this one, we are looking for a further move to the downside. The target here would be this one, 140 would be the target. But in between here, we do have this one right here, which is 141.50 level. That will be the first target, 141.50, and then a 140, because we have this candle open now, this inefficient candle here, big strong candle. So we're looking for this move to get filled. So looking at our 4 hour, that was an important level. Didn't quite test all the way up here. If it does go back into 143.50 level here, we'd be looking for move, a pullback into that level, and then a drop. So if it were to come test this level again, we're looking for a price to drop from there. Target would be 140 here, but we have this 141.50 level as the intermediate target, then a move to the downside. So it looks like it's it wants to move lower at this moment. Here's our 1 hour. It's already pushing lower. Dollar yen here. Okay, so the dollar yen didn't do a whole lot because US dollar has been strong, and we have seen a bit of a range bound move here for the two of them. For these two, this is the range. As we can see, we have stayed in this range for a number of days. So right now we are looking for a move back down into 110.80 level here. And again, this will be the decision point. If this level holds, then we could see the price move back up. But if yen is strong, we could see this level break, and then the next target would be 110.20 level. So here's our 4 hour. It's trying to push down, but it's not quite as strong. So this here, 110.80 level would be an important test. And once this breaks, then we are looking for a move down into 110.20. At this point, though, we are treating this as a range-bound move between 110.80 to 112.20 area, this level here, because based on the daily here, the price kind of sat here for quite some time. But if it does break, 110.80 breaks, the next target is 110.20. Euro yen, big drop. We had a very nice double top here a few days ago. Since then, price has been dropping. This looks bearish based on this doji close here. That looks very bearish. And we are looking for a move into a 123.30 area, this right here. So this is the first target for this one. If it breaks through that level, the second target, would be 122.50. So we are certainly bearish on this. As we can see, the very nice move. Oh, that was today, earlier today. So very nice double top, and then looking for a move down here, 123.30, and then a 122.50. So right now, yeah, it just looks bearish. Okay, so I think that's all that I have here. Any questions or anything to add? Excellent. So I will take that as a no. So that's a wrap for today. So I will see you guys in the trade room tomorrow.